What's good, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast. It's me, Zay, here with the GOAT co-host, Mr. Moses Firmino.
What's going on, everybody?
And it's been a little while since we've talked NBA. College basketball consumed our lives, as it should, and then MLB started, and so we had to get some content out for that. But playoffs are right around the corner. More importantly, play-ins are right around the corner.
Yeah,
Adam Silver, you cooked, bro. It works.
it does.
I was a little curious at first, but I'm totally sold at this point. So this video, we're just gonna give a brief little preview. It's been our thoughts have kind of changed with some of these teams. It's been now like a month and a half since we kind of talked basketball. And we get the opportunity now to lock on in and talk about the potential playoff picture. A couple things may change. A couple seeds may be different by the time the real bracket is out. But we want to just touch on some teams and some matchups in this video.
Yeah.
Getting us started though, Mo. We could start out west.
Let's do it.
With the potential play-in team. With the Warriors and the Kings, the Rockets are officially out. So these 10 teams will be the playoff teams in the Western Conference. There's no Rockets. They made that late season surge. But ironically enough, after their beef with the Warriors beating them, put them to sleep. A matchup, though, between the Warriors and Kings would be a hell of a series, though.
Coming off of last year's crazy series, the Warriors.
Yeah, so good.
In which they got the best of them, the Warriors did, but an insane. Was that one went 7?
7, yeah.
Yeah, crazy series.
So, and this is if you lose this, you're done. Like, a really solid team season is being put to bed in this play-in game.
Yeah. Dude. I should have probably had this. Do you have a season series count on this by any chance?
I don't. And I should
have definitely done that, but good job, Mo.
Yeah, glad I came prepared with that.
Bro. Shaky season. Oh my gosh, no way. Shaky season for the Warriors. Do they right the ship, get a win, give themselves a yeah, I think so. Steph Curry, 1 game.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's one of those things too
that pains me,
where no Kevin Huerter, and Kevin Huerter struggled this year, but that's a rotational piece that the Kings rely on. And Malik Monk, arguably 6th man of the year, like being out, I would have been highly considering this series anyways, but them not being in makes it tough.
So they split the season series 2 apiece.
Yeah.
3 of the 4 games were 1-point games.
So we should be in for a good one if things hold.
Dude, oh my gosh, man. That would be, this would be the best play-in game.
Yeah.
By far.
I think so too, at least for this opening round. This would be an incredible game. As of recording, worth noting, we're recording this on April 7th. So there may be a seed line or two that move, but, just to give a warning. The Warriors at this point have won 7 of their last 10, and the Kings are 5-5. So the Warriors kind of riding the ship. We've gotten some decent Clay performances. Curry, still an all-NBA player. Draymond, it's been that kind of year for him, but there's no denying when he's on the court how important he is to that team.
Yep.
This would be a fun one. I'd go with Golden State to win, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then below them, you get the Pelicans, who have just kind of remained under the radar. They were really, really under the radar through a lot of the season, and now they've kind of skid a little bit. Meanwhile, for the Lakers, winners of 9 of their last 10, playing their best basketball of the season, it's the exact same thing as last year, where the first half they looked not even mid, they just looked bad. Like, it was real risky, and now they're surging. There's potential they can move up, maybe to 7. They're gonna have to play in the play-in, but set themselves up in a decent spot where they can play at home. With the way the Pelicans have been playing and the Lakers have been surging, I would pick the Lakers to advance and be the 7th seed out in the West.
I would agree with that. I also have the Lakers winning this matchup. They're ahead in the season series 2-1 with one more game to play next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, as you said, the surging Lakers versus the kind of struggling Pels.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks because I remember in our last video was kind of beating the drum for the Pels that they're not getting any love. And they deserve it. And they still absolutely could be they're 7th in the West. Like, in a loaded West. So they've played decent basketball, but with the Mavs moving up, it's given me slight cause for concern for the Pels to win a series in this year's playoffs.
Yeah.
So the way this would work out, because you have the Lakers too, they would go on to face the 2-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves at the moment. And this next matchup, to be the 8th seed against Denver, would be between the Pelicans and Golden State. Who would you have winning in a Warriors-New Orleans play-in game in New Orleans?
Series tied, 1 apiece. Both road teams won their games in the matchup, and by a clear margin. 28 for the Warriors and a little over 30 for the Pelicans. One more game to play here next week. I feel like if Curry gets a win, smells the chance at making it to the playoffs, I don't think he'd give up that chance. As crazy as this year has been for the Warriors, as up and down, all over the places it's been, I just, for some reason, have them finding a way to sneak into the playoffs.
I do too. The Warriors, ironically enough, where last year they were a home court hero, this year they're really solid on the road. So I don't even think them being on the road against the Kings in the first round or the Pels in the second would really be that big. But yeah, I've got Golden State winning, which sets up a Warriors Nuggets first round matchup. Give me that all day. Jokic and Curry dueling. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Give me that. So just a quick point. I didn't really imagine us going through like all the playoff series. I figured it was more of us just discussing teams. But out of curiosity, in a Lakers Timberwolves series, with the Timberwolves getting home court, who do you take? Like,
give me Ant to dethrone the King, man.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like 6 or 7 for sure. It's not going to be a sweep or a gentleman's sweep, I don't think in any way, shape, or form. But give me the Timberwolves to pull it out. I feel like too good of a season to come in, have a play-in team, and just throw it all away. They gotta win at least a round.
People forget with the Timberwolves too that last playoffs, in my opinion, the team that played Denver the best in the postseason was Minnesota. in that first round,
the bigs,
they kept them competitive. In the next round, the Suns just, I mean, outside of Book and Durant, just not great. And the Suns were banged up as well. And then swept the Lakers and then handled the Heat in a gentleman's sweep. The Timberwolves deserve more credit than they are given for what they've done, even without Cat, who really has struggled in the playoffs over the course of his career. But this would be a tough draw for Minnesota, just being honest.
Extremely.
Like, you get Braun and AD in your opening round. No. That's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
No, I wouldn't want that either. I would love a Lakers Nuggets first round matchup though, just given the rivalry of those two teams.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Warriors or Lakers could dethrone the Nuggets.
I don't think so.
No. On to the other side of the plane though. I'll be honest, man. I'll be totally honest. I don't think I've cared less about a play-in game than a Bulls-Hawks play-in.
Yeah.
All due respect. I love Kobe White. I've been a Trae Young defender. But they're just not fun to watch, either of these teams, if I'm being totally honest. But who would you have in a play-in game between the two in Chicago?
I think I'd take the Hawks.
Yeah.
Barely. But I think, Jalen Williams, or not Jalen Williams,
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson, thank you.
He's
X Factor.
Awesome, dude.
First triple-double the other day.
Yeah.
His career.
He is he's really I want this team to do good so bad, but no Trae Young. But DeJounte's been hooping.
Yeah.
And they're playing the Bulls. Like, it's not like you're playing. I almost said a good team. But
that's so crazy. We're just sending shots right now.
No, this is awful. What will be hilarious is when one of these teams gets the 8 seed and plays our Celtics and takes them 7.
Sweeps.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I would be done with basketball.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd watch another game ever.
Ever. Yeah, no. That is the worst outcome. So I need to tone it back with my slander. But yeah, I'd probably go with Atlanta, but this game feels pretty inconsequential, being honest.
Yeah.
The game below though, yeah, this is big time because both the Celtics and Bucks are praying to the gods above that they don't have to deal with the Miami Heat in the first round.
And newsflash, the Bucks are going to have to if this is how it played out because they're beating the 76ers, the Heat.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm nervous for Joel, man.
Are they really going to make him play?
I mean, he's back. It's like
Dude, I don't believe that is just so cap to me. That is so stupid. Even if he can play, I don't think you guys are going anywhere, unfortunately. You'd have to get through the Bucks or Celtics round 1. So that's your one right there. Once you get through a 7-game series there, have a team coming off a nice first round. I don't think you guys are going anywhere, even if he is.
Yeah.
So I don't believe it.
I think it's so tough for Embiid because if he didn't play, right, it's going to be, oh, he's ducking He's stuck in the playoffs. He doesn't want to hurt his legacy again. It's another wasted year. Da 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 da. So that's if he would have decided to call it a season. Which to me, if I'm 76ers management and it would break my heart, I'd have to shut him down.
Yeah.
I need you healthy all year next year. We're gonna have a ton of money. Maxey is now a star. Like, I need you 100%. But that's not what they did. And so he will be playing, which means he's not 100%. What percent he is, I don't know. He looked great in his first game back, but he's not 100%. That's the reality. Which means he's going to get slandered if he plays poorly, even if it's because of his injury.
Yeah.
And if they lose in the play-ins or if they make the playoffs and then lose in the first round, he's going to get slandered. There is no outcome where Joel Embiid wins. And that sucks for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I agree with you. I'd take Miami, which sets up a Heat or a Heat Bucks series, which after last year, I get these are two different teams, but man, scary hours in Milwaukee.
Super scary. Super scary.
And I'm being totally honest, whoever wins Bulls Hawks, they lose to the Sixers or whoever the loser is of this game.
100%.
So that means you get a Celtics Sixers series with Embiid healthy.
I want it.
As a Celtics fan, I've maintained the point all year. I want to be given the hardest possible path. The Celtics need a chip where they exercise every demon. Give them Miami in the first round. Have them beat them. Give them, it would be Knicks Cavs. I mean, I'm taking the Knicks, but I would take the Knicks. Dude, I just like this Cavs team, and it's crazy because in February and even like parts of January and March, they were on fire. They were the hottest team in the league with like the Clippers. And they've kind of cooled off. And I feel like with the way Brunson is playing, like this would be a rematch series from last year. And the Knicks, I mean, putting it bluntly, kicked their ass.
Worked them. Yeah.
Yeah. But so you'd get the Heat in an ideal matchup, realistic one. You get the Heat, you get the Knicks, who are a division rival, and then give them Milwaukee. And then in the finals, give them Denver. That is the run I want to see this team do. Exercise every demon, beat all the teams who have given you problems, and win your chip. Yep. But if you get the Sixers, they took you 7 games last year and had them down 3-2.
Yeah.
Like, and that was without Maxey playing this good. So yeah. I think either way, the Heat and Sixers are locks to be 7 and 8 in whatever order.
100%.
The 3 seed in the East, the Orlando Magic, have just continued to be slept on. I mean, they're just hanging out. That young team is really, really clicking. Indiana's struggling a little bit, but when that offense is on, man, good luck.
Force to be reckoned with, yeah.
Yeah, like they are capable of beating any team in a given series with that offense alone. Out of curiosity, because we may as well do it, without knowing everything, who would be your pick to come out of the East?
For me, there's no other answer than the Boston Celtics. That is the bottom line. That doesn't happen. That is the end of Flagrant Talk as we know it.
Yeah, I mean, all season they have the most wins by 8.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Nuggets are the next closest. They're 8 wins over them. Their losses they've had has been mostly from Missoula just experimenting, which for me is what I would want to see my team do right now. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to blow a 30-point lead to the Hawks. That's bad. Like, that's terrible in any setting.
Mm-hmm.
However, I like seeing, hey, can Porzingis guard a 1 in a game? If we're playing the Knicks, is he capable, if he gets switched out there, to get some reps and be able to defend Brunson at the 3-point line?
Yep.
And that's what they're learning. I agree. I've got the Celtics, man. And the Bucks are fully capable.
Yep.
They're fully capable with Dame and Giannis. But we know what Doc Rivers does, all due respect. All due respect. But
not the best track record other than 2008.
And that's the thing, like a ring can carry your career. And I'm not saying that in like a slanderous way, but like showing, hey, I am capable of getting it done, even if that was 16 years ago, holds weight to these teams. They fired their coach midway through the season to bring Doc in. So I'm taking the Celtics to come out of the East. And if they don't, they should feel pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, this is yours to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Out West, who are you picking?
Real quick, before I do that 3-6 matchup, KD, OKC.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that. Dude, to see...
I could see... Oh, my gosh. I could see him hitting a gamer.
I could too.
Oh, my gosh, dude.
I could too. And the cool thing, too, about a potential... It's not really... Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't happen. But I would love one year to see the Thunder go against the Clippers in a playoff series and to see Shea go against his old team.
Yeah.
Like, the only way they could meet, at least in this, is in the Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
And I think it's possible for the Thunder to do that.
Yeah.
It's possible for the Clips, but man, the Nuggets are sitting there just like this immovable team at this point.
Yeah, and I think that's my pick out West as well. I'm going both 1 seeds, but
yeah.
Defended champs. All the keys, everything there. Couple losses, but they've worked their way around that and have come back, if not better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, give me the Nuggets. The West.
I agree. I mean, they've just, and it's crazy because they've somewhat coasted through this season.
Yeah.
And they're still fine. They're still the 1 seed. Like, there's no cause for concern with this team. I will say, though, a team that deserves some more love and that I think they'd have to go to a 6 with the way they're playing. But the Dallas Mavericks, I think there's a real argument that they're the second best team in the West. Their ceiling with Luka and Kyrie, like, legitimately can give you 75 to 80 points combined.
They combined for 85 today, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, when they're playing at that level, and then you have Tim Hardaway, he can come in, knock down 4 or 5 threes. You have PJ who can space the floor. Your big man rotation is really solid. with Lively and Gafford, who you acquired, and PJ, who you acquired, like Dante Exum, who's made this career revival, and it's so cool to see.
2K rival back in
2K,
the day.
Oh my, I totally forgot about that, dude.
So crazy.
So crazy. And I was looking it up before we were filming, but the fact he's 28, like,
damn,
you just think he's been around forever. But these kids come in the league and they're so young that he's able to figure it out. He's 28. He could easily still play in the league another 6-7 years. If he's playing at this level, there will be a spot for him on any team.
It's going to be a role guy for a while.
Absolutely. So I really, really want a Clips Mavs series, because that would show us a whole lot about both teams.
100%. That's a huge first round matchup.
Yeah. Like, dude, Kawhi and PG against Kyrie and Luka, and then you get Westbrook and Harden in the mix. And dude, yeah, that would be. But man, that Thunder Sun series would be real good too.
I love every single one of these matchups. Like, every single one,
dude. Because then you plug in the Lakers against the Timberwolves and the Nuggets against the Warriors. Every single Western Conference matchup is must-see.
Yeah.
Like, could legitimately all go 7 games.
Okay, let me ask you that, because, you know, most people would think that's the case, but there always is a sweep. There's always a team that comes out cooking and another team just falls flat. Out of these matchups, let's say we have the Lakers 7, Warriors 8, let's go Heat 7, Sixers 8. What team do you think will get swept most likely to? Because as you said, I think each one of these games could go 7 really good matchups, but
legitimately, man, like, because I have the Knicks over the Cavs, but I feel like after the way the Knicks embarrassed them last year, if they're not coming in with some fire, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
absolutely. As crazy as this is, if I had to pick one, it's probably Nuggets Warriors.
Yeah. For sure.
We both gave the Warriors the respect of winning 2 play-in games and getting in. That Denver team is a monster, and they don't have those problems that Golden State has in or out of the locker room. But yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
What would yours be?
I'm looking at those 3 6s.
Yeah.
And from a youth standpoint, I mean, I've hit on this drum before in a different sport, so I'm gonna come back to it. Youth in the playoffs, sometimes it's a little scary, and the lights are a little too bright. So as much as this hurts me, I don't think these are my most likely, but I could see KD and the Suns coming out.
Wow.
Blazing. I could see I know the Pacers are kind of young, but they got Pascal, they got Miles Turner. I could see them coming out, maybe blazing the Magic. I know we just talked about them being underrated and kind of hated, but
oh, dude,
the youth thing is a worry always for me.
Dude, that would be
imagine?
Insane. If Durant was the one,
oh my gosh, dude,
to put the Thunder to rest that early. Dude, and I think the problem with the Suns as a whole, not just this season, but looking forward, they have no real path to get better, because Book and Durant have massive contracts, and the big one is Bradley Beal. He is eating a ton of money, and to have a big 3 where the third member isn't bad, he's been pretty solid when he's on the court and healthy, which has also been a problem.
Yeah.
But to be paying him all that money, you're now plugging the rest of the team with really hoping Grayson Allen is good. I'm really hoping Nurkic is healthy and good. Like, it's a lot of what ifs where a team like the Thunder, they can punch you with depth. They have those guys.
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward has been disappointing. I really loved that move at the deadline, and he has kind of just been okay. Like, their big swing at the deadline was a 9-point per game score.
Yeah.
And like,
And
that's good.
It's almost like he just doesn't fit the youth and the activity and the
I agree.
it's just almost like an odd aura out, which, I mean, maybe come playoff time, that experience will kick in and
I agree.
he'll help steady that ship. But yeah, no, as the regular season, it was just a little off.
It is, and I think Lou Dort and his defensive capabilities by default make him a better thing because the offense
Sure.
of Shea and Jalen and Chet and those pieces are capable. But if Gordon's offense isn't working, he's a worse defender.
Yeah.
And Dort can put up 9 a game if that's the void you're needing. So it's like, I don't. We'll see. He's kind of the X factor where if he can give them, it doesn't need
jazz
to be
flash.
Yes, like, hey, he comes in and he's putting up 14 in the series.
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
We'll
that's
take that off the bench.
that absolutely. So, dude, this Thunder team is so good. That would be crazy, man. That would seriously.
I don't think it would happen, but just like something in me, KD, 3 straight gamers, Booker with the 4th, or I don't know, like just some crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to us filling out our real brackets
when it's solidified. Yeah,
I'm honestly hoping we don't get Thunder. Well, I am, because from a game perspective, Thunder Suns would be generational hoops. It would be so good. But from a picking standpoint, dude, it would keep me up at night.
It's gonna take a lot of sleepless nights to figure that one out.
It really would. And I like Magic Pacers. It's 2 ascending teams, 2 young teams whose stars have taken that next step in Paulo and Halliburton.
Yep.
You get rivalry games with the Celtics and either Heat or Sixers.
Yeah.
Either. And same for the Bucks. If you get Giannis versus Embiid or Giannis versus the Heat again, dude, like, this year's playoffs, looking at this, we might be in for an all-timer.
We're in for a treat for sure. After amazing regular season, I think it's just all gonna it's gonna complete itself. Yep.
And we're like, in the West at least, totally discounting, like, if the there is a scenario, which is the craziest one for the play-ins at least. The Warriors beat the Kings, and then the Pelicans beat the Lakers. So the Pels are the 7th seed in the West. They take on Minnesota. And then they get the last playoff spot. It's Lakers-Warriors again. In the play-in, only one team can get in to face the Nuggets.
So crazy.
That would be the most, like, oh my goodness outcome.
Yeah.
And I'm a man who loves the craziest possible outcome. So I'd be game for it.
I'm down for that. Yeah, no, we kind of discounted the Pels, but bro, they could come out, win that, beat the Timberwolves, man. Like that.
Dude, and when Zion is on and he's attacking that paint, good luck.
It's almost unstoppable.
It really is.
Yeah.
But luckily, if Minnesota were the team to get him, Rudy Gobert is waiting.
We're just gonna stack the paint.
Yep. Yeah. Throw Nazarite out there with Rudy and just let keep their hands
Garza
up
might get some minutes. Yeah.
Who is played really solid.
Been really good. Yeah.
Yeah. In the wake of losing Cat, I mean, he's no Cat, obviously, but he has been very solid for them.
100%.
But I think that'll do it for
Yeah.
this final bit. We'll have full play-in predictions when we find out those matchups for the East and West, in-depth analysis with those, and then, of course, our big one, predicting every playoff series. And those, oh my goodness, I seriously can't wait for playoffs.
Right around the corner, dude.
Right around the corner. Play-in tournament starting April 16th. Less than 2 weeks out, man. It's about to get real.
Love it.
Cannot wait. With that being said, song of the pod time to wrap it up. Mo, what do we got?
Sleddy! I got a little YSL and Young Thug, Audemars, featuring Tracy T.
Dude.
I heard it the other day for the first time in a while, bro. Just 3 minutes of heat, of just flamethrower.
That is one of Thug's most like deranged verses.
And I love it.
Really, the whole song. When he starts it off and he's just like skirt, 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 like the whole time, and you're like
30 seconds.
Yeah. And then he hops in and you're like, what is happening? And it's so dope.
It's so fire.
It's so
fire.
good. That's a great pull.
Thank you, sir.
That's a great pull. I've got Rollin' by Calvin Harris, Future, and Khalid.
Summer, bro.
One of my favorite summer, spring songs. Just driving around, the sun beaming down on you. Come on, man. What more could you ask for than that playing in the whip, going on a little drive?
2 heaters for y'all this week. Enjoy.
2 heaters, man. Audemars. Oh my goodness. I'm listening to that the second we get off.
I'm probably about to listen to Rolling, dude.
So we'll
love it.
Hit a parlay with them. Listen to them both back to back.
Yep.
That's the video. Let us know how you're feeling about your team. Let us know some of your bold takes, who you have winning it. Anything you're feeling about this playoff picture at this point in the comments below.
Please do.
Thank you for tuning in, and we will see y'all in the next video.
Later, everybody.
Peace.